Planet Dolan.
From ironic misspellings to Chinese symbols that don't mean what you think, we count 30 of the most embarrassing tattoos.
Number 30.
This tattoo is interesting in theory, but painful in execution. Using a series of symbols, it's supposed to read to infinity and beyond. Yes, like the catchphrase of Buzz Lightyear. Unfortunately, the person who got it was more into seeming clever than fact-checking and ended up getting the final symbol wrong. To infinity and less than doesn't quite have the same ring to it.
Number 29.
This bizarre chest tattoo of music icon Thom Yorke takes fan worship to a disturbing new level. Yorke is famous for his funky dance moves and for being the singer of British rock band Radiohead. He's admitted to having insecurities about his lazy left eye, so it's possible this tattooed superfan was making a comment on this. This isn't the first time fans have gotten tattoos of its face, but it is the first time he's been depicted with a nipple for an eye. As far as I know anyway. I'm no authority on Thom Yorke nipple tattoos.
Number 28.
This blistering shoulder tattoo is supposed to say, "It's better to be absolutely ridiculous than to be absolutely boring." But there weren't enough funds left to get it proofread. I prefer my credo. It's better to be absolutely ridiculous than absolutely illiterate.
Number 27.
Nickelback, the world's most embarrassingly earnest rock band. Despite being hugely successful, Nickelback have exactly zero street cred, so anyone willing to permanently brand their skin with their logo is either incredibly brave or stupid. My money's on the latter. Oh, there's also this charming woman. Like your average Nickelback fan, she oozes both grace, wit, cream, and sex appeal. Mostly cream.
Number 26.
Never, don't give up. This guy can't decide what he likes more, double negatives or flexing his tiny biceps. Fortunately, his new tattoo allows for both. Never don't give up marking your skin with affected gangsta speak, cause always you'll maybe never forget to remember who you really are. Inside, outside, and upside down. Word.
Number 25.
You just know the guy bragging about getting a condom logo inked on his arm has Virgin for Life tattooed on his left arse cheek.
Number 24.
Perhaps hoping to outdo Mr. Thom Yorke nipple tattoo, this unidentified woman took her fandom for Drake to the extreme by getting the rapper's name permanently etched on her forehead. The Canadian rapper has seen photos of the tattoo and is unimpressed. While flattered, he believes the woman was horribly misguided and blames the tattoo artist for agreeing to go through with it. I'm sure she'll have no trouble getting a job. Or, walking down the street without attracting stares. And so what if she outgrows Drake? She can always get a new, face.
Number 23.
This is a beautiful tragedy for anyone who still believes in the sanctity of the English language. Why?
Number 22.
You know that moment in your life that was so beautiful and pure you wanted to capture it forever? This is not that moment. I wonder what historians will make of duck facing and fish gaping when they study past generations. Reckon they'll think we've come a long way.
Number 21.
Nothing's tougher or more masculine than getting the word strength tattooed on your head. Unfortunately, nothing says idiot quite like a misspelled tattoo on your head. At least the tattoo doesn't say intelligent. I recommend this person grow out their hair or invest in some big hats. Pronto.
Number 20.
What didn't killed me made me stronger. Well, it certainly didn't make you smarter. This is like a bad English as a second language tattoo. At least it isn't somewhere noticeable like your collarbone. Oh, wait.
Number 19.
Somehow a reputable tattoo artist committed "living is the strongest drug" to this poor woman's arm. I think all involved must have been on some pretty strong drugs to allow this mistake to slip by unnoticed.
Number 18.
Here, a Westerner asks for courage, but gets a serve of chicken noodle soup instead. It's a warning for anyone pretentious enough to entertain permanently marking their skin with a language they don't know.
Number 17.
This person either sought to immortalize their hatred for Taylor Swift or asked the tattoo artist for a Chinese character that would sum up their personality.
Number 16.
This poor woman. Presumably, she wanted a tattoo to mark her love for the vibrant sweet pea flower. A very sweet and wholesome idea, even if she chose a tramp stamp to convey it. Unfortunately, an embarrassing misspelling gives her tat an entirely different meaning. Or maybe I have this wrong. Maybe she has a urine fetish and wants to tell the world about it. Who knows?
Number 15.
This viral hashtag sounds like the title for a cool James Bond film, but it's actually just the annoying battle cry of kids who believe life should be maximally enjoyed, without any of that pesky taking responsibility for your mistakes crap. Done something a sane person would regret? Say YOLO and take pride in it all over social media. Getting a hashtag YOLO tattoo is one of the most YOLO things a person can do. It's lucky pop culture isn't fickle and ephemeral. I mean, these already dated references will always be cool. Right?
Number 14.
Poor misguided fool. No, not for believing in a higher power. For opting for a cursive font that makes J's resemble F's. Only God can, fudge them. But the entire internet is free to judge them.
Number 13.
You know how teenage rednecks often go through an anarchist phase? Well, this one got a swastika tattoo during his. I guess because he thought that rubbing people the wrong way would be funny. This tattoo is what happens when said idiot grows up and realizes making light of Nazism isn't funny. So, tries to make amends by turning it into some abstract art design. Resounding failure.
Number 12.
Another graduate from the YOLO school of life. No regrets for this woman. Except for not running that spell checker before dropping several $100s on ink. Oops.
Number 11.
Misspelling even a third grader would catch in a weird anthropomorphic peppermint. Could this tattoo get any more frightening?
Number 10.
Your skin is a blank canvas, and nothing says I love you like getting a loved one's name immortalized in ink. Of course, nothing says we've broken up and I now hate you like an angry amendment to said tattoo. With divorce rates as high as they are, maybe try to make your romantic gestures a little less permanent.
Number 9.
This is Sparta! Oh, wait. No, it's not. It's a tattoo. It says so right there. How, helpful. This is what happens when you walk into a tattoo shop with no actual idea about what you want.
Number 8.
Not that this douchebag seems ashamed, but in theory this is an embarrassing tattoo. Racism is supposed to make you feel shame, not pride. Would be super handy if all racists were this easily identifiable.
Number 7.
Wrong, young man. Misspellings and random capitalizations offend me, so I will judge you for your horrible command of the English language. And nope, your Grim Reaper doesn't scare me. I'll drag you by the ear back to English class, son. You clearly napped your way through it the first time.
Number 6.
This is a perfectly serviceable tattoo on someone who clearly adores Star Wars. There's no getting around that Jar Jar Binks is a terrible character who symbolizes everything wrong with the prequels. However, a tattoo of Jar Jar getting impaled by an Ewok is something most fans will get behind.
Number 5.
You know when you have a really good meal that leaves you practically licking your fingers for the following hour? This guy clearly had such an experience because he decided to get a tattoo of the details of his McDonald's receipt on his forearm. I'm sure his parents thought it was a riot. I mean, it's hilarious at 17, but less funny when you're in the unemployment line at 45, wishing you could somehow scrape 3 coins together for a McDonald's cheeseburger.
Number 4.
Another idiot foreigner getting Chinese character tattoos in an attempt to seem cultured. I'm sure they told him that means ancient warrior of the earth or some shit.
Number 3.
This cool chick just saw Memento, so decided to get a tattoo of her own name. You know, just in case she wakes up one day with amnesia. Unfortunately, the cursive font she selected makes Anna look a lot like anal. Awkward.
Number 2.
That which does not kill me makes me stronger. So deep, so provocative, it's just a pity she used the wrong witch. Pointy-hatted witches probably will kill you. And eat your bones too.
Number 1.
Another English major dropout. There are multiple interpretations here. Do you need to tighten your hope so it isn't loose? Or maybe hope's a person and loose is slang for promiscuous. So many options. This video may be over, but don't lose hope. The future will bring a whole new generation of embarrassing tattoos.
Did you enjoy the video? That's fantastic. Did you know we still have a gaming channel, Collaborative? It's for Planet Dolan. Come look at us as we play some video games.
Like animation? Have some questions about life and the universe you need answered? Come check out Super Planet Dolan. Danger Dolan and I will answer your life questions. Links are down below.